Hi everyone, welcome to Reading with Eve, and let's get on with the bookish video. So today I am doing the first quarterly physical TBR goal type of video of the year. I did talk about it in one of my previous videos that the way I'm going to do this going forward is I don't see the point in making monthly TBRs because I just kind of buy as I read, apart from a few times throughout the year when there's a bit of a surplus. So what I'm going to do is do a quarterly physical TBR with something a bit more interesting thrown in the mix, and then on monthly or so basis I will just walk you through books that I have added onto my digital TBR, and then at some point you'll see them pop up in a book haul. So the ones that I am going to choose today, the way I'm going to go about it, I have separated some of the books that I had on my shelves, because currently I have 20 unread books on my shelves. I picked a few that I am interested in prioritizing, and I split them into 5 categories, and I will show you 2 books of these categories. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to once again recruit my dog to pick one out of them 2, and those 5 books I will try to prioritize throughout the next month or 2. I say they're quarterly videos, but I'm not gonna leave them till like end of May. I will try to get to them. That being said, if I really don't feel like reading them in March, then I won't force myself, but that's the point of these videos. I'm gonna hold myself accountable that these are the books that were picked out for me, and I'm going to try to read them. So let's get on with it. Before I start on that though, I just quickly want to mention 3 books that I don't know if I'll be able to join that readathon therefore live. I'm not sure how time zones and schedules will work out and stuff, but I will aim to read them around that time in March if I cannot join it. And it is Gabby Reed's Scream in Color marathon readathon, and this time she picked yellow, and I realized I have 3 yellow books on my shelf that fit this perfectly. I won't go into detail describing their synopsises because I've done that in my book haul, as well as I will obviously go into more detail when I read them in my wrap up. So just a very quick overview. We have 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, the same author as Good Girl's Guide to Murder. 6 friends are on the road and they get struck down by the sniper who is targeting one of them, and they won't stop till they get what they want. So this group of friends have to figure out what it is that the sniper wants and survive the ordeal. Then we have Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, an isolated family drama-filled mystery. On Halloween night, our titular character Daisy arrives at this island owned by her family for her grandmother's 80th, and there's a murder. They get cut off from the rest of the world because of the bad weather, and they're stuck trying to figure out who the killer is themselves. And lastly, I have a short story collection, Bad Dolls by Rachel Harrison. There's a bit of a mix of everything here: toxic friendships, insecurities about appearance, blood sacrifices, and possessed dolls. So it's going to be a fun time. So the first category of the pairings, out of which my dog will pick out the books for me, are kind of modern-ish classics in their respective subgenres, but because they're both quite thick and quite densely written, I don't want to read them too close together, like one after the other or even in the same month, because I just feel like it would be a bit too much of a disservice. Like I wouldn't appreciate them as much reading them that close together. So I will have my dog pick out one for me now and then read the next one in like a month or 2. That's my plan anyway. I might feel in the mood, who knows. But anyway, the 2 options are Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier and The Secret History by Donna Tartt. The Secret History is the epitome, the book of dark academia subgenre. You have your entitled secret society, university / college students, and a murder that we're gonna find out what the hell happened there as we read. And Rebecca is a gothic horror describing and exploring a messed up relationship that is literally haunted by the first wife of the husband. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to both, but like I said, I think I'm in the mood for one this month, so we'll see which one it is. I got 2 books from both really well-loved authors of mine that I'm trying to read more from and just clear the backlog of theirs that I have. And one of these books is Watching You by Lisa Jewell, and the other one is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Watching You is a stalker psychological thriller where the main character gets obsessed with someone, but someone's also obsessed with her, so it's kind of like a dual situation there. And The Turn of the Key is about a woman who's on trial for murder after taking this live-in nanny job for this rich family, except that she swears she didn't do it. And we kind of dive in as to why. So both of these sound amazing. A lot of people said that these are some of the best in their bibliography, respectively. So yeah, whichever one my dog picks, I'm sure I will enjoy. Our third category are fairy tale retellings, and I have Alice by Christina Henry, Alice in Wonderland retelling, duh. And then I have A Hunted by Megan Spooner, and it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So I think like this is more of a dark fantasy, maybe a bit of like horror, because I know Christina Henry is a horror author, while Haunted is more of a straightforward fantasy, but I mean, I want to read both of them, so whichever one it is, I'm sure I'll have a great time either way. And now for the category of genres I don't really read often, and the 2 contenders I have are a contemporary romance drama and coming-of-age drama, I guess you could say that. And one of these I kind of forgot I had on my bookshelves for a little while, even though I bought it like last May or something, because it was in that corner in the stack of books that I don't really look at much anymore because I don't really read them as much. But I thought it's the perfect time to potentially prioritize it pretty soon. So the contemporary one is Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this is about a marriage that was tragically cut short by a freak car accident. And it juxtaposes the short-lived romance of these 2 people and the healing process of the wife who was left behind and the husband's mother. And the coming of age one is on Pregnant, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this one, and it is as relevant now more than ever in the US especially. I mean, have I ever been happier I don't live in the US or that I wasn't born there? That's a whole other topic, but this one is about Ronnie, who essentially gets tricked by her boyfriend and gets pregnant and decides to terminate it because she doesn't want to ruin her life for this. She's not ready to be a mom. She wants to get a college education. And I mean, as she should, you know, her body, her choice. How hard is that to understand anyway? Because the nearest clinic is like whatever, I don't know, 12-hour drive or something. I don't know how big the US roads are. She has to turn to her ex-best friend for help, and there's a lot of stuff to unpack there as well. So yeah, I think both of these will be very impactful in very different ways. So again, I am happy with either choice. The last category I have, there's not much in these books that ties them together thematically per se. It's just they're both thick hardbacks, and I don't really want to read them too close together, the same as with the first category. So I just want my dog to pick one and then I can take it from there. So we got The Girls Save the World in this one by Ash Parsons and The Ferryman by Justin Cronin. This is a horror comedy about three girls who end up in a zombie apocalypse when they think they're just going to a Comic-Con type of event of their favorite zombie show, so they have to survive and save everyone. And this is a dystopian novel, kind of like, I think, Stephen King influenced fantasy about these islands where everything seems perfect, except one of these islands is not quite right, and this fairy man who's meant to take bodies to this island, he kind of starts to think he should probably look into it. It's not a very good explanation, but it's because I'm trying to keep it short, and this book is not easy to explain, even from the synopsis. So, anyway, these are all the options. These are all the books. So, let's see what my dog decides. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to put some of his training treats under each of these books, and then I'm going to let my dog in, and whichever book he sniffs more and like tries to just toss around more, that's going to be the choice. And since he is whining at the door now, let's get on with it. Which book should Mommy read, huh? Okay, I think this one is a clear winner. My dog wants me to read Rebecca, so Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier it is. Okay, which of these thrillers? Oh, he's trying to get to the big treat bag, because of course he would do that. Dante, no. Go sniff the books. Come on. Where are you going? Stop sniffing the bag. Come here. Which one? What'd you feel like? Oh, yeah. Ooh. He's a Lisa Jewell fan, guys. Woo! Now we are on to our fairy tales. And my dog is going for... Oh, no. Okay, he is... Okay. Seems to be a bit of a tie going on here. No? Oh. Okay. Oh. Ooh, he got the treat. Okay. He has decided on Christina Henry. Well, I mean, I can't argue with him. He knows what he's doing. Don't you, baby? Oh, yeah? Oh, don't try to eat the book itself. Come on. Right, now we have our contemporary coming of age. Oh, no, that was probably the quickest one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm pregnant. I'm guessing you're gonna have to wait a little bit because he wants me to read some of Forever Interrupted. And now we have our hardcovers. I think he's so passionate about the... Oh, yep. I think I just wound him up a little bit with all these treats, but he has made his decision as well, and that's still very valid. You made the decision, baby. Oh, I'm not reading both. No, you can still get both treats, but I'm not reading both, guys. It's not happening. So, Girls Save the World in this one, it is. And here we are with the books that my dog has kindly picked out for me to read. I do admit with some of the choices I hoped he would go the other way, but I can't argue with his opinion. He clearly knows what he's talking about. And I mean, the stack is looking pretty diverse. It has a bit of a color scheme. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we got a bit of green, bit of pink, bit of black. I might have been able to stack these nicer, but anyway, this is what we're working with. And again, it doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to read anything else, that if I really, really want to read something that's not in this stack or in the yellow stack for potentially for the Screaming Color Readathon, doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to, but I'm still going to try to hold myself accountable and actually pick these up. Maybe I'll pick up 2 or 3 in March, then 2 in April. I'll see how I feel, but yeah, that's the whole point. I'm going to prioritize these ones because it takes that decision off my hands, the eternal debate of what to read, while also sprinkling something else in there depending. And you never know, I might buy something else and be like, actually, I really want to read this one. We'll see. But anyway, if you like this video, please do leave a comment, subscribe. I would really love to have you here and talk about books. If you read any of these, please do share your opinion. That's a major reason why I created the channel in the first place, to be able to find a book community where we can just chat about bookish stuff, live stuff, whatnot. So yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye!